Hi, it's Mary, and I hope that you are doing well. Thank you so much for joining me here today, where we are going to talk about the book Cemetery Boys by Aiden Thomas. Cemetery Boys is a YA fantasy with paranormal elements. Ghosts figure prominently in the story. Yadriel lives in a multi-generational Latinx family. Most of the family members are traditional. Yadriel is experiencing difficulties being accepted into his role in the family and in the community. Both the family and the community value traditional roles for members. At 15, members are presented to Santa Muerte, who blesses them and ties their magic to their chosen conduit or portage. For women who have the power to heal, their portage is generally a rosary. For men, the portage is often a dagger, which they use to help release spirits to the afterlife. Their portage severs the thread that binds a spirit to its earthly tether. Yadriel is trying to prove himself to the community. As a gay trans teenager, his community members are unsure of what role he should have in the community. This is why Yadriel has not been presented to Santa Muerte. With the help of his cousin Maritza, Yadriel decides to undergo the rite himself, and then release the spirit to the afterlife and prove himself to the community members. A few family members understand and support Yadriel, especially his mother and his cousin Maritza. His mother was the one who first realized that Yadriel didn't fit into the role that was being thrust upon him. And she helped by speaking up for him in the family and in the community. But his mother died over a year ago. Yadriel feels a kinship to his uncle, Catrice, who also doesn't fit into the community. Catrice is tied to his gift in such a way that if he uses it, it puts his life in danger. When the community senses the death of one of its members, Miguel, Yadriel decides to help find his body. While searching the old church, Yadriel instead finds the spirit of Julian Diaz. All Yadriel needs to prove himself is to help release Julian's spirit to the afterlife. Julian agrees to allow this, but first, he wants Yadriel to help him discover what happened to him. He can't remember, and he's determined to know, and to make sure that his friends and family are safe. Yadriel and Maritza agree to help Julian, which leads them across LA in search of Julian's friend and his brother, whom they want to question about what happened. As they search for answers, Yadriel and Julian become friends. And Yadriel realizes he doesn't want to lose Julian's friendship. Cemetery Boys is well written with multi-layered characters. I appreciate the insights into Yadriel's struggles, trying to balance the love of his family and community with living a life true to who he is. I also enjoyed the information on the food and the rituals of his Latinx family. The books I'll suggest for a similar experience involve characters seeking to be accepted by their family or community, or trying to find where they belong. I Am Not Your Perfect Mexican Daughter by Erica L. Sanchez. Julia is the daughter of the title. She is not perfect. She has dreams of becoming a writer and will not allow her family's expectations to stop her. The perfect Mexican daughter was her sister Olga. Olga went to community college, worked a part-time job, and took care of her parents. But all this ended when Olga was killed in an accident. When Olga's best friend Angie suggests that Olga may have had a secret, Julia and her best friend are determined to find out. I Am Not Your Perfect Mexican Daughter is a poignant story about losing a sister and finding yourself. Clap When You Land by Elizabeth Acevedo. Camino Rios lives for summers when her father comes to the Dominican Republic, where she lives, and visits her. But when Camino arrives at the airport, she learns that the plane her father was on crashed. In New York City, Yahaira Rios is called to the principal's office, where her mother tells her that her father has died in a plane crash. Separated by distance and their father's secrets, they must face a new reality where their father is dead and their lives are forever altered. Then, when it seems they have lost everything, they find one another. Each of Us a Desert by Mark Oshiro. Xochitl is destined to wander the desert alone. Her only companions are the stars and the lines of poetry strewn across the desert dunes. One night, her wish to find a kindred spirit is answered in the form of Amelia, the daughter of the town's murderous conqueror. When they set out on a magical journey across the desert, they find that their hearts could be a match if they can survive the terrors that arise after the sun goes down. And now the answer to your next question, what am I reading next? You Know I'm No Good by Jessie Ann Foley. I will see you in about a week when we'll discuss this book. Until then, I thank you for joining me, and I hope that you enjoy everything you read. Thank you.